Hi, folks. Got a bit of a strange one here, but something I'm really, really excited about. If you haven't heard, I'm a big fan of the original Diablo, and I just found out this week that you can actually play it in a browser. So, big thanks to Games Radar for putting out this article, and I really enjoyed this, saying that the original 1996 Diablo is now fully playable inside your browser. And they finish with, it's still a vibe unmatched by the best action RPGs ever. And that's still true. A lot of games that have come since do a lot of things better than the original Diablo did, but none of them capture that very simple, just like, you go in a dungeon and you hit stuff. Like, there's something wonderful about the music, about the simplified plot, about the simple gameplay, and the pace of the original Diablo that nothing has captured since. So, there's a cool GitHubber, Peter Salomonson. I shouldn't have tried that. I apologize. And a Jembo. Super cool. They got together this project. I'll have all of these links in the description. But they made a browser-based portal where you can pop in here. And I just use this, so I actually have the original Good Old Games. I bought the Good Old Games version of this maybe a year or two ago when it came out. So I have the MPQ. I use their built-in tool to go ahead and compress the file. So let's go ahead and try it. See how this goes. Ooh, chills. The pixels. And I won't watch that. But this is a full screen, like I am in Chrome. This is the Chrome browser where I'm just playing a full screen version of Diablo. Everything works. I don't seem to be able to change the settings, so it's going to be quite loud. We'll see. I'm going to play Warrior, just to try it. Tab. Alright. Woo! There we go. We'll see if that's any quieter. And it's a browser. It just... And I will say, the controls are a little bit laggy. But that could just be my, that could be my settings.
Well, what can I do for you? Oh, Gillian is a nice lass. Shame that her Gamma is in such poor health. Or I would arrange to get both of them out of here on one of the trading caravans.
Oh, Griswold, such a good guy. Hilariously, so I have the data file, I have the MPQ. Let me go ahead and turn that off. That's way too loud. Ooh, man. So I have the data file, I have the MPQ that I just put in there. If you don't, it still works. You can just play the Shareware version of the game. But hilariously, a lot of the quests aren't in it, and one of the key differences that I found is that, well, let's turn this on. You can't even talk to Cain. You go click on him and he's like, talking to Cain is not available in the freeware version, which of all things to take out, right?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Oh, Gillian is a fine woman.
Talking about Gillian.
Much adored for her high spirits and her quick laugh. She holds a special place in my heart. She stays on at the tavern to support her elderly grandmother, who is too sick to travel. I sometimes fear for her safety, but I know that any man in the village would rather die than see her harmed.
It's easy to forget just how much dialogue there is in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the music back on. I'm going to play a little bit of the dungeon just to go ahead and show it, and we'll go from there. No butcher quest.
The sanctity of this place
and
has
the
been
shortcuts
fouled.
even work. You can turn the map on. Everything. It is the original Diablo. I could probably fiddle with my mouse settings and get it to work. There's something about it's like zooming in, and so it's controlling as if this is a tiny piece of my screen, which it is because the resolution's teeny tiny. Join the club. And there are so many quality of life improvements that this doesn't have. But that like one-on-one fight with a complete scrub, every one of them feels like it's got weight. And you can now just fire this up in your browser and play just any time for a couple minutes is amazing. Huge piles of gold just flying out of nowhere. And I think, I'm gonna check on something. I believe I saw in the notes that hotkeys do work in this, so that is something to definitely bring up. Oh, level up. Do basic strength. So even the key commands, like the C works to go ahead and open and close your character sheet. I think the club drop rate is a little high. It's a little high. Anyway, there's a couple more notes I wanted to close here, but I just wanted to demonstrate the gameplay a little bit. So we're going to save this, and then we're going to exit. It even keeps your saves. Now, I haven't played with the saves very much, but it is there. Couple extra things. So some things I was really happy about. This does actually work on a phone. I tried this in a Chrome browser on my Android phone first before I was able to do this, and in some ways it actually works better because you're on a touch screen. The controls are much more responsive, right? So I mentioned some lag with the mouse, not an issue with the touchscreen. Downside though is that none of the hotkeys work and it's teeny tiny, so the tapping can be a little bit challenging, and good luck playing a sorcerer. There may be ways to do it. I haven't played with it enough to know. It may still be possible, but the fighter definitely works, and if you want just to experience Diablo on your phone, which is something I've been weirdly craving forever because it was such a basic thing to put on there, you can do it now. So I'll put all the links in the description. This is very exciting, and I was just had to share it. So oh, one downside of that though is on the phone I did compress the MPQ, downloaded it to Google Drive, got it on my phone, but then the link from Chrome Mobile, I wasn't able to get it to actually upload. Whenever I went to choose a file, it would look for an image. So it wouldn't let me upload the data file. It just didn't show in my available files. So if you're able to find a way around that, let me know. I'd love to hear it. So, but that's it. Cheers.